YouTube crew, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. Now today we're going to be talking about when to use movement in Rebirth, not necessarily how to use it and me teaching you, how to slide cancel or how to strafe, but really when to use it and how we can use it effectively in Rebirth. And I really want to take a look at kind of my 5 basic movements that you should be using in Rebirth, which is slide canceling, strafing, jumping while shooting, jump peeking, and shouldering corners. Now today is going to be for both my advanced players and my basic players. There's a lot of things that I do want to talk about, and one of the main focuses of today is going to be how to effectively slide cancel, how often you should be slide canceling, which I think a lot of my advanced players struggle with. So we're going to kick this off. By the way, this is a banger game. I dropped 25 myself. Dayton PR is dropping 18. We dropped 43 combined, and our 2 teammates end up quitting. So really, this video is going to be in 3 different phases. Phase 1 is going to be a slide canceling and kind of positioning component. Those 2 things are going to factor into phase 1, which we're in right now. Phase 2 is going to be slide canceling to reposition, and then phase 3 is really going to be kind of everything in all the movements. So we're going to go ahead and slide cancel up here. This is where we talk about pace for a second, because slide canceling really allows me to get into this fight while keeping that UAV up. It allows me to get in before that UAV runs out. So I'm going to slide there around that corner. Now I'm going to go ahead and slide around this corner. When to use it? Boom. Slide around that corner. We anticipate that guy. We easily get that kill. Now I'm going to go ahead and challenge this last guy out here, who is AFK, kind of sitting in the corner, and we're able to easily get that kill. And I want you to take note of how many people are at Nova 6. I mean, this was, just look, I've never seen that many people in one building before. And that's why the first phase is really a positioning phase, because we start to just pick those people off, and then we get into a situation where we're slide canceling to reposition. So we're going to go ahead and play this over this way. I grabbed this UAV real quick, which is super clutch. Again, look how many people we're flying into. So a lot of people below us here. I'm going to go ahead and play rooftop. I probably could have played down below if I wanted to, but I'm going to go ahead and play rooftop. This guy happens to be AFK, who we are going to be killing again. So I just want to highlight that. We're going to end up killing that person again, but that person is AFK. This is the one downside of the 40-round Bren, is you do tend to run out of ammo a little bit. But I'm just trying to see what I can find. Now, watch this little jump to the left, right? Notice that little jump to the left. And when we talk about using movement and when to use movement, especially in those 50-50 situations, things like jumping while shooting, strafing, jumping to the left a little bit, allows you to take less damage. But again, that's kind of more for my basic players, maybe a little bit for my advanced players. My advanced players, what we're really focusing on here is just the pace of play. Just using slide canceling to play faster, because that's what a lot of you struggle with. Here's the AFK guy again. Notice I talk about positioning. That's just a positioning kill. This is a free one as well. Now this is where phase 2 kind of starts, where we talk about using slide canceling to reposition. So I'm going to go ahead and push back this way, replate, and then we're going to start to push down a little bit. We're going to start to drop down here and get in a little bit more of the action. We have 9 kills. We have 18 still up, and I haven't really done much. Again, that's what I always talk about, putting ourselves in good spots to get easy kills. So I'm going to go ahead and drop down here, and now we start to really play this much faster. Boom. We're peeking corners. We're checking. We're trying to see what I can find. I'm playing quick using my slide cancel. That slide cancel allows that tack sprint. You're really going to see it here in a second. So I'm going to jump down. I'm going to get this guy. And right here, I notice one on my level here. I notice, and I actually didn't notice this at first. This is what I was really worried about, because I was worried about this guy challenging and having low ammo. But I end up hearing this person to my right. So what you're going to see is, watch how I use my slide cancel to go all the way inside, and then I re-challenge. So that tack sprint allows me to get inside quickly, at which point then I can re-challenge. That guy lost me. Now I slide in. So I'm using my movement to my advantage to get inside, at which point I can replate and start to re-engage. Now I see one over on our loadout. I'm going to go ahead and push up here, and I'm not really sure how many people are around us. I'm not sure where everybody is. I'm just trying to use audio and stuff to my advantage. I'm going to go ahead and heartbeat, and my orange teammate here gets shot from this guy right here. So I'm going to see him, and again, watch how I use this slide to my advantage. I think a lot of you would not do this. A lot of you would just try to thirst this immediately, but I'm caught way out in the open here. So when do I use movement? I'm going to slide in. Boom. I'm going to check that way. Don't really see anything. Check. Now I'm going to slide to cover. Now I'm able to get that thirst, right? That slight difference there in talking about when to use movement allows me to get the thirst, figure out where everybody is. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this here, and I'm going to go ahead and buy a UAV. And we're going to jump back in. Now we almost go left here. We almost push up to headquarters, but I just cannot do it. I cannot do it with how many people are over kind of in this harbor area. So again, this is where I'm talking about we're going to use our slide canceling to reposition and play faster, keep our enemy guessing as to where we actually are. Now, if you didn't catch my video yesterday about my top 3 loadouts, I am running the MP40 and the Bren here. I'll leave that for you at the end in terms of my top 3 loadouts right now. I do have the silencer on my Bren, which I talked about. You can run that if you want to, but I hear these people over this side, so I'm going to go ahead and push up. Boom, I get one, I get the second one down, I get the thirst, and I see that one is below me, and again, we got a bunch of people down on UAV. So I'm trying to see what I can find. I end up hearing one flying in, so I'm trying to see if he's going to peek. I don't. Quickly play backside this way, hit all those shots, down, thirsted. We got heli, and we got floating in somewhere. Quick reload. Now we're just going to keep playing quick. I never can get up here. This is one of the worst places to try to get up. I personally can't do it. But I see, I hear one right below me kind of pushing in, trying to see what I can find. Backside, boom. Now we're going to play fast. Now we're going to slide cancel, try to see. I don't get him right there, so I break through the glass, and we're able to get that kill right there. And he had the Diamatti, so he can take me out if he gets 2 clean bursts on me. 2 clean bursts with that Diamatti is absolutely insane. So now I see the one down below me, so I'm going to slide cancel up, and now I just kind of sit there. I'm able to hit all my shots. I probably could have strafed there if I needed to, but I had that little bit of advantage there. So we're going to go ahead and play up this way, see what I can find. I see a bunch of people still flying in. One there, one to the left. One already flew in on rooftop. So I'm going to go ahead and play rooftop here. And again, just struggling. I'm going to hit that guy, break him, but don't get him. Now, I could have chased there. Ultimately, decided not to chase. By the way, I have 17. We still got 6 teams up. I just can't get up here. So I'm going to go ahead and push this way. Dayton goes down, unfortunately, and I'm going to see what I can find. Just playing quick, constantly repositioning. Quick break right there, and I see the guy pushing back. So I'm going to go ahead and push back this way, play positioning a little bit here. And I'm going to get 2 easy downs. There's 1. And there's 2. Okay, 2 downs with the Bren, which is absolutely super easy to use. Now I see this guy right here. We're going to get the 3rd down, figure out where that person's teammates are. He's above us and 2 further back. Now, a lot of these kills have been easy here, but we are repositioning well. We're using our slide cancel to our advantage. We haven't really needed to use a lot of the other things, but we are going to have to in a little bit. Phase 3 is easily my favorite because you're going to start to see how I use, you know, strafing and jumping to my advantage. Now, I know there's one below me here. This was just bad COD timing. I'm going to go ahead and slide in. Thought he was behind the door. Not behind the door. He just happens to peek at the perfect time. You'll see it right here. He's backside in this little room. He hears me. He's going to pre-fire this. Boom. Not much I can do. I'm back in here. I'm able to get loadout. And I'm going to take out this guy below me. And now we get into phase 3. Now is where we really get into the movement component and starting to look at how we use these other movements to our advantage. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward here in a second to the next fight where, oh, it's actually right here because this guy's right below me. Boom. Easy. That's easy. And that's just, again, playing quick and going and challenging, not being afraid of that situation. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward here. I got some plates from Dayton, got some ammo. Dayton goes down. I revive. And this is where I talk about strafing while shooting and jumping left, right? So watch how I'm caught in a little bit of a weird spot here with the MP40 range. This isn't the ideal range for the MP40, but I'm able to use my movement to avoid just enough bullets to ultimately win this gunfight. So he's going to peek the door at a bad time. Boom. And notice that little strafe left, that little jump left allows me to basically make him hit limb damage while I am still hitting that upper torso. It kind of gives you the damage advantage there by making him miss shots and forcing him to track you. He might still beat you in that situation, but it's much harder for him to beat you. So we're going to go ahead and push up here real quick. Take note of circle right here. I don't know if I pull up the minimap again because Dayton did say I think we pushed left, but let's talk about end game positioning right here. Think about where we want to be, right? If we rotate left here, we're going to be caught way out in the open. So I do want to get into chem if I can, but I need to do this carefully because I don't know where everybody is. I see that one guy there. Now, I want you to keep track of this guy. This guy's going to be left. I know he's on our floor, so I'm trying to see where he is. I don't really see him. I know there's people above us, too. Trying to see where he is. And notice that heartbeat didn't really help me at all. So Dayton's going to go ahead and tag that guy. And now's where we really start to get into this phase 3. I want you to pay attention to this. One above me pushing. So first up, watch the strafe here. Watch the strafe left. Little strafe left and right. Makes it harder. And that could be the difference between him winning that gunfight and losing. Now, Dayton, of course, would clean that up. But I could go down. That totally changes everything because now you get teams third partying. Dayton has to decide whether he wants to res me or not. We're kind of in a weird spot, but I strafe just enough. He hits the limb damage. I hit upper torso. I'm able to win that. Real quick, we also talk about building loadouts, and I put hollow point on my SMGs, which increases that limb damage, just gives you even more of an advantage when using this movement. So next up, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to grab this heartbeat sensor, and I'm actually going to slow this next clip down so you really see how I do it. Ready? Watch how I see him right there, peek through. Now watch how I use my movement to my advantage here. Right? So I'm going to boom, strafe right, and now I jump left. So he's got to track right and then track left. It's very difficult to do for him, and that's what allows me to win that gunfight again. Now, of course, we got 24, where it's a 2v4 situation here. I'm going to go ahead and peek this corner. Boom, broken, thirsted. I see 2 rotating on the backside here, and as I go to rotate up, I end up rotating up the stairs right into that guy. Dayton gets 2 down, 2 thirst, and I'm going to fast forward to right here where Dayton clutches. So I hope you get a sense of how you can use movement to your advantage to ultimately win more gunfights. I did not put myself in a lot of 50-50 situations today, which was nice. We ultimately get a 43 kill win as a duo, dropping 25 and 18. I hope you found today's video helpful. Start slide canceling more, playing faster, you know, using strafing, shouldering, jump peeking corners, jumping while shooting to start winning more 50-50s. Hope you found today's video helpful. Let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.